Need computer training for a group or office? Contact us today to get a free demo of our training at www.teachucomp.com/enterprise-licensing.
You can set the default personal and company preferences for reports and graphs created within QuickBooks by changing the settings within the Preferences dialog box. You can access these settings by choosing Edit from the menu bar and then selecting the Preferences command. In the Preferences dialog box, click the Reports and Graphs icon within the listing of categories shown at the left side of the Preferences window. Then set default Personal Report Preferences on the My Preferences tab, and set default Company Preferences on the Company Preferences tab. Click the My Preferences tab to begin. If you want QuickBooks to prompt you to modify report options prior to displaying a report, then check the Prompt Me to Modify Report options before opening a report checkbox. In the Reports and Graphs section, you select how you want QuickBooks to behave when the data within a report needs to be refreshed. You can select either Prompt Me to Refresh, Refresh Automatically, or Don't Refresh. If you choose the Refresh Automatically option, then when you change a report parameter, QuickBooks will refresh the report to show the change immediately. In the Graphs Only section, you can check the Draw Graphs in 2D Faster option in order to show graphs in 2D versus 3D if desired. If you prefer to use patterns versus colors when rendering graphs, then you can check the Use Patterns checkbox. Then click the Company Preferences tab. In the Summary Report Basis section, you can select how you prefer your summary reports to be displayed by default. You can select either cash or accrual. In the Aging Report section, you can select which date to use as the basis for your aging reports. You can age from the due date or age from the transaction date by selecting the desired option button. In the Reports Show Items By section, select the desired option button to choose how to display items within reports. In the Reports Show Accounts By section, select the option button to choose how to display accounts within reports. For both items and accounts, you can select to choose either the name only, the name and description, or the description only, based on which option button you choose. Now next, in the Statement of Cash Flows, you can select which account balances are included within the operating, investing, and financing sections of the Statement of Cash Flows report by clicking the Classify Cash button to open the Classify Cash dialog box. Here you can select an account that's shown, and then check either the operating, investing, or financing columns to assign its balance to that selected section of the Statement of Cash Flows report. Make any changes that you want to here, and then click the OK button to return to the Preferences dialog box. You can combine multiple items within a transaction shown in a report into a single line by clicking the Collapse Transactions checkbox. Note that this may cause report generation to take a bit longer within QuickBooks. You can also set the default appearance of the header and footer and the fonts and numbers used within your QuickBooks reports by clicking the Format button that is in this section in order to open the Report Format Preferences dialog box. Here you can set your default report preferences for the header and footer and the fonts and numbers by clicking the desired tab and then making any changes you want to set as the defaults for your report. When you're finished, click the OK button to set your defaults. Note if you would like to review setting these report properties, you can please review Lesson 15.5, Modifying and Filtering Reports. Now once you've set your default graph and report preferences as desired, you can then click the OK button within the Preferences dialog box to apply your preferences.
Like what you see? Get a free demo of our training for groups of 5 or more at www.teachucomp.com/enterprise-licensing.